It's time to review Season 2 of Bionicle miniseries, because it had been done a few months ago. So the last time when I made my review on Season 1, it was... oh, for God's sake, just click this link to watch that review, so we can get on with this review. First episode of Season 2, Episode 10, When Evil Rises.
Searching for the legendary Ikimu. We need to find Ikimu before the forces of evil.
Yeah, we already know this from the last episode that wasn't long ago, which is one click away and you guys are still doing the pointless fillers. After Mr. Narrator got done talking, Bohatu smelled a trap and, you guessed it, someone set off the trap. Okay, so how many times had that been done before? And another thing. At least it's just a closed door trap instead of something deadly, because I'm pretty sure the death count in the city would be huge if there was more than one. Not shocking at all, Tohu and Kopaka said one thing about they should be the leader, that they was almost going to be in a fight again, until Onua stopped them. Seriously, why isn't he the leader? Also, they wasn't even loud for Golly to say they was being loud. In fact, they wasn't even yelling at all. Anyways, when Leon fly over the gate, evil rises from the ground. And the Toas are under attack by the Bionicle Stormtroopers, because the Skull Warrior did took Amy 101.
Bury them, Anoa. They're blocking the way out.
What was that? Is Golly trying to speak like an Australian stereotype as a pirate? Onua did what Golly said and made an earthquake to bury the Skull Stormtroopers, but the bridge in horrible animation fell down like a 2008 socket piece broke on an arm. Oh, don't you look at him, Golly! He only did what you told him to do! So they just stand still, which ends episode 10. Episode 11, The Arena. Leon came in and saved the day, which those guys aren't even hard for Bohatu and Onua to take care of. Wait a minute, I just noticed something. Why did those guys up there fall to the ground when Onua used Earthquake? But everyone took care of the rest of the Skull Stormtrooper. Then Kopaka asked Leon what took him so long. He wasn't even that gone very long, unless it's been an hour or two between these two episodes.
I spotted an arena. It could be fun.
I don't know about that, because... yeah. The Toa think of a way to get through the gate. Wait, what is Bohatu doing? Jesus, Tumblr, say such button! Forget Onua being leader! My fault is on Deathstroke as leader! Wait, if Bohatu can do that, why didn't he done that with Lord of Skull Spiders? Just send Bohatu in to take care of Kota and the season over! Anyways, Leon really wanting to go to the arena like a 5-year-old really wanted the new Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which Leon went outside the arena by himself. This is also where the narrator fit with the scene. He talked about the arena and let the picture on the wall explain how the game works. But before the narrator was done talking, Leon was sneak attacked by Skull Slicer. Then I guess a day later, by Kopaka logic, they found Leon half dead, which ends this episode without showing the Toa chasing after Skull Slicer. Episode 12, The Game. In the arena, Skull Slicer put Leon golden mask on and stealing his energy. Okay, first off, it doesn't look like the mask energy is being stolen in this and the sets. The mask looks more like it's powering up. If they use some other color like Pearl Dark Gray instead of a trans color, it will look awesome and more like the energy is being stolen. Another thing is, where's Lewa and the other's non-golden mask? If they put that mask on Lewa, he would be standing up ready to give Skull Slicer a dance lesson. Anyways, Lewa told them how the game works, then Bahatru told Noah to go bash, and the others worked together to take out Skull Slicer, which I like that this shows them working together this time, unlike what they did back in episode
8.
Also, I forgot, that battle was easy, so much for a gladiator warrior Skull Slicer is. They gave Lewa back his golden mask, and now Lewa is being part of Golly Blame Game, and
Without breaking anything?
okay, now that's just ridiculous! Episode 13 of Fallen Heroes.
The Toa were trapped.
You don't say! Wait, are you joking? No, stop for a moment. You put that narrator in there for no reason whatsoever besides just to say the most obvious thing? Seriously, there is no reason for the narrator at all. He just there to say the obvious things after episode 0. Anyways, let's just move along.
Without breaking anything, huh?
Oh hey, I was right. Lewa blamed Onua for what he was told to do. What next? Are you going to blame Onua for eating the last piece of cake when you ask if he want the last piece? The Toa talked about what happened last season, and everything was pretty much one-sided, instead of at least 2 of them think a bit differently from the others. In fact, they could have done some character development in this episode, but they missed the shot. Moving on, Lewa revealed a breeze which Kopaka made a comment that referenced G1 Toa of Air. Then Onuma used his power to get out of the rubble. I guess they are going to be mad at Onuma for saving them as well. Episode 14, Beware Their Tale. In a graveyard, okay, Ikimu is in the obvious place, aka what we are looking at right now. You know, I wouldn't have expected Ikimu tomb to be somewhere else in the city, or at his forge, or instead of a graveyard, it's a temple where all the greatest mask makers lay in rest. So while the Toa are about to head inside Ikimu tomb and Golly thinking of many different ways to kill Lewa, Skull Scorpio arrive and wait a minute, how does Bahatru know what the Scorpio are? This was the only time Bahatru bring up the Scorpios. He haven't bring them up in previous episodes, like warning the other Toa that there are more than just Skull Spiders back in the end of Season 1. What the heck was that? Bahatru literally just staying there like the writer superglued him to make sure he doesn't throw another boulder. Seriously, at least have Bahatru try fighting them. This isn't like Lewa where he was sneak attacked by Solid Slicer. So the rest basically became episode 8 all over again. But instead, Kopaka and Lewa are the only 2 smart people of the episode who didn't run in and attack. Ending this episode with Lewa taking the high ground. Episode 15, Tomb of Ikimu. As the Skull Scorpios are going after Lewa, Kopaka told Lewa to stay and fight. Okay, first... Second, I think the writers mix up Tohu and Kopaka, because Tohu is the one who went in and fights like he's playing Call of Duty, but with swords instead of guns. But Lewa took out the Scorpios by cutting and knocking down the Master Creation sign, which I'm amazed he didn't break Bahatru's mask. Now the rest of this episode is basically the best part of the season. The narrator didn't say anything painfully obvious, besides this part that came out of nowhere.
Okay, let's not break anything in here.
There was nothing bad, and this is overall a good episode of Awakening Ikimu. And I don't have anything else to talk about, so let's move on to the next episode.
You guys bring the water!
Episode 16.
Thousands of years had passed.
As Ikimu have awakened, he told the Toa that they were late. Oh, I'm sorry, Ikimu. I didn't know that I had to be at this time at this day. If only the Protector had told us where they put your sleepy body at. But Kopaka stands up to show his ego. Oh hey, what do you know? Kopaka don't care about them and only did all of that because they need babysitting. Then Ikimu brings up Unity, but duty awaits as he went outside and see that he missed the biggest city party in history. Wow, I feel bad for Ikimu. That party was crazy! So Ikimu told the Toa that the master creation was stolen by Skull Grinder. Okay, first Bahaltu and now Ikimu. How did he even know the mask was stolen? And how do he know Skull Grinder took it? He was asleep! Seriously, they're acting like all kids are dumb idiots who love Sonic and Five Nights at Freddy, that they won't notice these problems. Come on, I mean My Little Pony don't treat their audience like that at all. So the master creation was hidden in what? Are you kidding me? Please tell me this is a joke. The master creation literally hid it. No, it not hidden at all. It literally right in front of the city of the mask maker. Oh, what the heck? You cannot be this lazy. You know what? You all get a cup of fail. You get a cup of fail. You get a cup of fail. You get a cup of fail. And especially you get a cup of fail. And be fired from writing because this is the most horrible. Okay, not the most horrible thing because food fight and all and Twilight. But still, this is freaking horrible and stupid and lazy. How many freaking episodes do we have? Hello, darkness, my only friend. I can't do talk with you again. Where am I? What happened? Did Dr. Horrible make a new Australia? Oh, I forgot I was doing a review. Well, let's get this done with. So Skull Grinder took the master creation to Ikimu Forge and just doing the same thing as what Ninjago did with the golden weapons and destroy it. Which ends this episode. Hey, have anyone noticed they didn't say anything about Destiny at all in that episode? Episode 17, Forge of the Mask Maker.
The 6 heroes.
Seriously? Skull Grinder started at Ikimu Furnace, and this came out of nowhere.
Let me cool things down. Hey! Fire is my element!
Okay, that got to be one of many overused and annoying things. But Skull Basher is sick of not getting any action, and wait a minute, oh no, what are you doing? Oh no, what the f***? Out of all of them, the very first smart one did something stupid? Why not Kopaka, Tohu, or Golly? In fact, this is out of his character. Really, when I think grounded and wise, I don't think of someone running and attacking like they're the freaking Thing or the Hulk. So fighting Ikimu and seeing what happened to Onua, it sounds like Skull Basher is a very powerful enemy and the battle lasts. The writer need more copper fails. Do you think so? I do. That have got to be the shortest battle of all time. They must really hate Skull Basher since he don't have the same screen time as the others. So as Skull Grinder was about to melt the mask, he put it on to destroy Ikimu and the Toa. Then Ikimu told the Toa to stall Skull Grinder while he make his hammer of power, which ended this episode. You're probably hoping for an epic battle of Toa and Ikimu versus Skull Grinder. Episode 18, The Mask of Creation. The Toa battle Skull Grinder. Okay, that's not how it ends, but that would have been better. Now the biggest problem I hate about this episode and Skull Grinder is that he let the Toa slow him down and not kill them off. Which, because of this, got Ikimu to knock the Mask of Creation off of Skull Grinder, and we never see Skull Grinder again. Did he fallen in the furnace or something? Then Ikimu repelled their golden mask and told the Toa this.
Never have I seen such bravery. You are all worthy.
Oh yes, you become worthy for dumb luck. This was a horrible series. It gets a 5 Nights at Freddy fanboy out of 10. The story and character are horrible and make no sense. The battle scene are really bad, and the narrator is pointless in most of the season. This pretty much make the first season worse. I have very little hopes for the Journey of One that is coming to Netflix, but maybe it will be better since it will be longer and maybe the animation will be different. I only hope they get someone else to make it instead of the guy who made this. So this is Wild Soul, and I'll see you in the next video.